The world's largest personal electronics show is about to kick off in Las Vegas this week. Our own Mark New has a preview of some of the innovators showcasing their latest technology at CES.
At CES Unveiled, tech companies provide a glimpse of new products vying to shake up the market. The showcase floor is filled with everything from holographic portals to electric motorcycles that can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.5 seconds.
If you change lanes, it will automatically show you the video feed from the cameras, because this new model comes with 6 cameras that provide 360-degree view in a motorcycle for the first time.
With great power
comes great responsibility, and that's why we wanted to make our motorcycles the safest in the industry.
Electric power is also being used by completely different product categories for safety and efficiency. The current dual-zone electric grill can be controlled with a smartphone.
It will tell me exactly what temperature to set the grill at. I can put the food on. It will remind me when to flip it. It will remind me when it's done, so that I don't burn anything. I get those perfect foolproof results. So it's 0 emissions, and it's also 6 times more cost efficient than propane grilling.
What we're seeing is a lot of companies are starting to design products in a way that are sustainable, that help the earth, help the environment, and then lastly, accessibility. So what we're starting to see is a lot of companies are designing products with that are more aimed at an audience that might require accessible type features.
This device uses pulleys, motors, and AI to help people with muscle weakness walk using 10% less energy.
So you could walk for miles and miles without getting tired?
Sure. But we made this device not for me, but for elderly people.
The company Herotics has other products that claim to help people run faster. Guyuk says they've tested athletes that have run 200 meters up to 3.4 seconds faster using their device.
If someone exceeds their limitation at once, they can do better. They can run better without that device. Yeah, that's kind of muscle memory effect. That thing is already proved in the sport training.
And these days, artificial intelligence and virtual reality are combining together to make you better at whatever activity you're not that good at. Like golf putter. Let's see what it can do for me. That was not very good. All right, I think we gotta do that again. Not bad. All right, good.
All the things captured about the ball information, speed, velocity, angle. From here, then when you are playing golf, I can see all your posture. So once you are swing, have a different direction, so I can use such information to teach you how to adjust it.
Technology working in all different ways to increase human capability and human potential. Mark New, CGTN, Las Vegas.
Yeah, even technology is not going to help that lane putting stroke. But the Consumer Electronics Show starts January 9th, and helping us take a closer look at all of the tech that's likely to impact our lives very soon, Roger Cheng. He is the editor-in-chief of Cord Cutters News. Roger, thanks very much. Just kind of getting right to us. That's a big heading, Consumer Electronics Show. What sort of things are really going to be encompassed? This is well beyond games and things of that nature.
Absolutely. It is a huge category, and it's really gotten wider over time, and it really encompasses a large number of things. Just today, we saw gigantic TVs, we saw companion robots. We're expecting to see a lot more from the automakers. It's actually been an increasingly large auto show. And so really, it spans a wide gamut of different products and devices, all using innovation and particularly touting the benefits of AI.
Yeah, and AI, we're going to talk about CES, but it ought to be called AI. I'm sure that is the big headline there. How much has that really just kind of bled into this, not just this year, but kind of leading up to it? And it's really almost taking it over in many ways.
Absolutely. I mean, the ChatGPT revolution from a year ago really blew things up and really got companies to think about AI in a different way. It really got consumers to think about using AI in different ways. And this year's show, a lot of companies took advantage of that. Within pretty much every press conference I went to, AI was mentioned fairly quickly and numerous times, whether it's AI chips that are powering smarter, bigger TVs, or AI powering a little robot that's supposed to watch your dog or train your dog. AI is definitely the key buzzword of the show this year. obviously, the use of AI varies greatly between companies and company.
Sure.
But it's clear that that's the topic that everyone wants to talk about or wants to be associated with.
Yeah, and the doors are going to be thrown open tomorrow, so everybody's going to really get their first look at this. What are the overall expectations? Because as much as I want to believe it, not every house is going to have a robot running around taking care of its dog. You're not going to be able to come in and bark out orders like to Alexa, turn the lights on, turn this off. I mean, it doesn't happen overnight.
No, absolutely not. And look, a lot of CES is about sort of the shooting for the moon. A lot of these concept products, a lot of these products that don't actually make it. LG showed off a transparent OLED television that you can sort of see through. It can go opaque on demand. These are products that aren't necessarily practical, but obviously sort of inspire where things are going to go in the future. And you see a lot of that at the show. I think, practically speaking, especially in the television category, I saw a lot of larger TVs in general, and so you could expect folks like 98 inches apparently is the big size of the year. A lot of companies are betting big on bigger TVs. So from a practical perspective, I think you'll see things like that. But really, a lot of these are big kind of shooting for the star type projects that again, we may not see for a while, but gives you a direction of where things are going.
And sure, and why not have it in Vegas? Everything happens there. So what advancements in AI are you expecting to see that you think will become part of perhaps people's daily routine, if not next year, within the next 5 years?
No, that's a great question. I think with AI, last year was all about generative AI and sort of, can it write my homework for me or my book report for me? And I think this year, at least from sort of the early conversations that I've had and the early presentations, a lot of the dialogue around AI is really about how do you use this technology to make your life better? Like how does it anticipate your needs better? How does it sort of serve your adjust the settings of your smart home for your preferences without you having to ask for it? And so there's sort of a predictive element to it. And again, this is a story, this is a narrative that's been set in the past on numerous occasions, but I think AI has gotten to the point where actually it's less fluff and more realistic now.
So what do you think the biggest trend could be for 2024? You had a chance to poke around in there. What really jumped out at you? Besides the big TVs.
It's a little bit all over the place right now. Yeah, it's a little bit all over the place right now. I think in terms of big trends, obviously AI is the big one. I did see a lot of conversation around sustainability, and not just sustainability for its sake, but practical benefits like saving energy, power costs on those TVs or appliances or refrigerators, using again AI to make these appliances smarter, run faster, more efficiently, and thus save energy. And so sustainability and accessibility was sort of the sort of two other trends that I sort of saw pop up, at least in these early conversations and presentations.
Real quickly, we only have about 30 seconds. Any companies we've never heard of that are going to be part of the lexicon in the near future?
That's a great question. I don't know if there's any that's popped up. There are a number of companies that always try to steal the show, and they end up doing so, but you forget about their names within a month or two. And so I hesitate to offer any kind of company that's going to enter any lexicon anytime soon.
Well, you know what? I want to go out to Vegas and see the Sphere. So next time I'm out there, I'm going to check that out as well. Always a pleasure, my friend. Thanks for giving us some insight. Looking forward to the reports this week.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.